I spent my entire paycheck on concert tickets for my girlfriend, but never made it to the show. I was 21 and completely broke, working part-time at a hardware store making $8.50 an hour. But when I found out Taylor Swift was coming to town, I knew I had to surprise Becca. She'd been obsessed since we started dating 6 months earlier. Her car was covered in stickers, her apartment had posters everywhere, and she knew every single lyric to every song. The tickets went on sale at 10 a.m. on a Friday. I sat at my laptop refreshing the page for 3 hours straight. When I finally got through, the only seats left were $300 each, $600 total. That was literally my entire paycheck plus $50 I had to borrow from my roommate Tyler. I bought them anyway. My hands were shaking as I entered my debit card information. $600 for 2 pieces of paper. I was gonna be eating ramen for weeks, but Becca's face when she saw those tickets would be worth it. I planned this whole elaborate surprise, got her favorite coffee, hid the tickets inside a card, and drove to her apartment Saturday morning. She opened the door in her pajamas looking confused because I never showed up unannounced. "What's this for?" she asked, holding the card. "Just open it," I said, trying not to grin too hard. She pulled out the tickets and her face went completely blank. Not happy blank, confused blank. "Concert tickets?" she said slowly. "Taylor Swift! Next month. I know how much you love her, so Jake," she cut me off. "These are for the same night as Emma's wedding." My stomach dropped. Emma was her best friend since elementary school. The wedding I'd completely forgotten about, even though she'd mentioned it probably 50 times. "We can't miss Emma's wedding for a concert," she said, like I was insane for even suggesting it. I stood there holding my empty coffee cup, watching $600 turn into worthless paper. "Maybe we could go to the wedding first and catch the second half?" She just stared at me. "The wedding is 3 hours away, Jake, and it starts at 7, same time as the concert." I tried everything. Called the ticket company to see if I could return them. No refunds. Posted them online to sell. Nobody was buying tickets that expensive 2 weeks before the show. Asked Tyler if he wanted to buy them from me. He laughed in my face. "You spent your entire check on concert tickets without asking your girlfriend first?" he said. "Dude, that's not romantic. That's just stupid." The worst part was Becca didn't even seem upset about missing the concert. She was more annoyed that I'd wasted so much money without talking to her first. "I would have told you about the wedding if you'd just asked," she kept saying. 2 weeks later, we went to Emma's wedding. I wore my only nice shirt and watched my girlfriend dance with everyone except me because I was too embarrassed to tell anyone why I was in such a bad mood. Meanwhile, Tyler posted videos on Instagram from the Taylor Swift concert. He'd found last-minute tickets for $30 each from some scalper outside the venue. The tickets I bought for $600 were being sold for $30 at the door. On the drive home from the wedding, Becca finally brought it up. "You're still mad about the concert, aren't you?" "I'm not mad," I lied. "Jake, you haven't said 10 words all night." I pulled over at a gas station and just sat there for a minute. "I spent every dollar I had to do something nice for you and it backfired completely. Now I can't even afford groceries this week." She was quiet for a long time. Then she said, "You know what would have been nicer?" I looked at her. "If you'd asked me what I wanted instead of deciding for me." We broke up 3 weeks later. Not because of the concert tickets, but because that night made us both realize we didn't really know each other as well as we thought.